Welcome back, Warriors. Welcome back. Can you hear me? There we go. Again, still getting acclimated to the whole new setup. It's not even very new, it's just kind of out of order and trying to, not really out of order either. It's a new location of things going on. But anyway, we're back with another one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Let's get ready for the show. Welcome back, Warriors. Episode number 9. Episode number 9. Deposits. Deposits. That previous segment threw me off. I was trying to get situated. I have the timer set for 5 minutes. You know, the little intro is about 5 minutes long. So I can get my nerves dialed in, get my thoughts dialed in, and just get ready to do what I need to do. You know, I do a little posting here and there on IG, TikTok, or whatever I'm doing. And then all of a sudden I see the zeros. Like 0.0 and then 1 and then bam, it's time to go. And then I'm just like, oh no, I'm not situated yet. Why wait to get situated? I'm doing everything else. Why wait to make sure the mic is correct? Still getting back into the flow of things. Getting back into the flow of things. We gonna figure it out before the season's over. We're gonna figure it out before the season's over. But I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. Here we are with a new one, episode number 9, season 5. Deposits, deposits. Originally, this episode was gonna be called bank relationships, and I just decided to go with deposits. I don't know why. Maybe because it's easier to digest. Maybe it's easier to understand. But bank deposits, it really, when you think about it, well, I guess I would have to tell you the whole idea, right? The whole idea behind bank deposits. I'm in a place in my life where I'm not, I'm over depositing and having things or people withdraw from me and putting me and that relationship in the negative. I'm over it. I've done enough of that in my younger years. All the way uh, from a child. Dealing with my brother and sister, to being a young adult, to um, you know, I want to say all the way up to what 2016. 2016, when I had to smack the ground and had to face reality. 2016 is 2023, so 7 years have gone by where there has been a, growth of maturity and of wisdom. Right? I can say that, right? Some wisdom has developed through all the years of me seeing all through all the things I have done in my life. Right? I have gained wisdom, meaning I should not make those same bad choices. Got to be careful with your choice of words, because they're not mistakes. They're not mistakes. We in this weird society where, or times where people label everything mistake, mistake. No, 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 no. Those are bad choices. You know, little kids make mistakes if they don't know better, right? But adults are making bad decisions and bad choices all the time, right? So we have to highlight that as bad choices. And because of my bad choices, my bad decisions, I have learned now, you know, I have that knowledge that I am now wiser, and I can see the problem a good 2, 3, 4 miles away. I can see it coming like, oh, I see you. All right. I need to let me pump the brakes. Let me pump the brakes. Let me figure out what I need to do. Where I need to. What road do I need to go on? Right. I'm able to do that now. So with where I'm at in my current life right now, right? I no longer want to be depositing or having withdrawals in my relationships, whether it's a marital relationship, a relationship with kids or business or people I'm networking with or whatever the case may be. I don't want that relationship to put me in the negative. Because being in the negative, it affects everything about you. It affects how you view a person. It affects how you respond to a person. It affects how you, um, you know, take care of the things that you're supposed to take care of because you're in the negative. Now let's look at it from a reality aspect. When you have a bank account and you're depositing money, right? You're depositing your checks or whatever you're depositing money, and then all of a sudden you're getting these withdrawals. Let's say the bank probably won't do that though. The bank will, take their piece because servicing your account and all that other garbage. But let's say there's a situation where some a company or something, a lien or whatever, is withdrawing money, and you're putting money in, and that company is withdrawing money. I feel like that's so complicated. Let's just husband and wife, husbands or wife, whoever's depositing the money, depositing their love and their energy. They're depositing, and the other person is withdrawing. They're taking it. They of course they want to be loved, so they taking it. They're accepting all of that, but they're not putting back what they've taken out. They're not putting back what they have taken out. So that means what? That account is now negative. And now you're struggling because you see the account is in negative. You see that. And now you're looking at that person like, and you're looking at the account, you're looking at the person like, I'm doing, and all you're doing is taking. It makes it hard for anyone to continue on, right? And that's where I'm at in my life. I've done enough withdrawing. I've done enough withdrawing. I've done enough where I've withdrawn so much, and I've seen the hurt from me withdrawing. At the beginning, I was playing my part, doing a little deposits, but every time I got angry or whatever, or I felt like I was slighted, I would have to go and make a huge withdrawal. Like, you know what? Because I'm mad, or I feel some type of way. I need to withdraw something. I need to feel good about myself and not replace what I just took back. And I think we need to be aware of that. I think we need to be aware of that. I know for me, I know that I want to be aware of that. And I need to make sure that I'm sharing my expectations, whether it's, again, whether it's in business or, networking with other people or getting things done, or, within my marriage or, with my kids. I need to set expectations. I need to let those expectations be known. And I need to continue to monitor the account. And if there's an issue with the account, I need to address it. Don't just watch it go into negative. We have a bad habit of just allowing things get out of hand. We have a problem with allowing things, just letting it just mound up. It's easier to handle the account when it's negative $5. Okay, let me see. I need to move some money over. Let me figure out what I need to do. Okay, -5. I need to put 10. I need to put something to cover that, to put us back in the positive, right? I need to do something like that. But it becomes an issue when it's a massive number, when it's a huge pile that you gotta dig through and sort out and figure out how to get back to that positive side, that to, at least to the neutral. It makes it hard. It makes it hard. So make sure you're depositing. And if you're a person that likes to take, make sure you're depositing. Limit your taking. Limit your taking. If you don't know how to manage your deposits, watch the other person deposit. Let that person be your example for depositing. I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, I hope they understanding this. I love using analogies because I feel like it's easier to, it's easier it's easier to understand. You can actually see it. It's comparable to something that's real in life. You can. So I try to draw things out. I remember in college. I'm getting off topic here, but I remember in college, one of my is it my communications class? I forgot what it was, but she's like, I like how you speak. You give us a picture of everything that you're talking about, and it wasn't even like on purpose. But when she said that, I realized like I do that. Like if there's a serious conversation, I'll draw up a picture that people can relate to, and actually it makes sense. And that's what I've always done. And with this one, I was thinking about it while I was at the shop, and I'm like, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be a cut clear, bam, straight to the point. And I feel like it is. It's simple to understand. No more accepting negative accounts. Make sure you have an account where it is in the positive at all times. So when it does get rocky, you can go in there, take a little bit, and then you're able to deposit more to replace what you have taken out. Because you don't want that account in the negative. I was while I was doing dinner, I was thinking about it. I was like, we do a better job of managing our bank accounts. We're watching the banks. We're making sure they're giving us our interest. We're making sure we're gaining some type of interest on our savings. And if we're not, then we're calling up the bank like what's going on with this? If there's an issue and we don't like it, we're threatening the bank to, hey, if y'all don't fix this, I'm going to another bank. Like that's how we'll do the banks. Which is crazy. We'll do that to the bank. We'll do that to the bank. But in a relationship or in a partnership or whatever you're in, we won't say nothing. We'll allow that account. We'll allow that relationship to go deep into the negative before we finally say something. And usually the thing that we're saying is, all right, we're done. It's over. I can't deal with you no more. I want a divorce, or I can't work here no more, or we can't have this business agreement no more. And all we had to do was tell the person what's going on. Lay it out. Lay it out. We before we get into a bank, we want to know what's your rates, or better yet, before we sign a loan, right? We want to know what's the interest rate. How much is it? Can I get the amount that I want? Yeah, okay. So you go to the bank with your expectations, but we don't in our everyday dealings, we don't set guidelines or expectations for people. And then we allow them to take, and then we blow up because one, we didn't tell them our expectations, our guidelines, what we want, and then we blow up. We blow up. I say for me, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want it to be known up front what I am expecting, what I am wanting. Because I know for me, I'm gonna go 100. Because I've seen what 2% and 1% looks like. I mastered that when I was younger, right? Being honest, I mastered that. And that's not a good thing. That's the word they use is selfish. I want, I want, I want. I give a little bit. I'll give a little bit. So, guys, warriors, remember honor, courage, integrity, loyalty, and respect, and commitment. These are the foundation of us being a warrior. This is the mindset we need to have going dealing in our everyday dealings. We gonna give 100%, and we expect whoever we're dealing with to give us that same 100%. And if it can't be met, then we acknowledge that and we step away. Or you try to figure out how can you amend or fix whatever's going on. Deposits, deposits. That was nice and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Nice and sweet to the point. Let's go ahead and jump into these contacts. As you see there, this podcast is brought to you by the Warriors Collection Network. The Warriors Collection Network. Guys, please make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Warriors Collection Network. Go and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on IG at Warriors_Collection_. Follow our Warriors Collection Network page at Warriors_Collection_Network. Follow me on Twitter at SeeThroughIt1. TikTok, Warriors Collection Brand. Warriors Collection Brand. If you want to listen to this on Strictly Audio, and if you are listening to this on Strictly Audio, you have many different platforms that you can listen to it on. Anchor.fm, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Overcast, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, and Breaker. Guys, I hope that provoked you to think about things. I hope it provoked you to think about how if you're depositing or you're making deposits. Are you taking too much? Are you withdrawing too much and not depositing in? Replacing what you're taking out. And sometimes you just can't take out, you take out a chunk and then you just put that back in. No. You take out a chunk. You're going to have to put a chunk in. So you take out a chunk, you put a chunk, and then you put some more in on top of that. That's how it works. Because that chunk could have been costly that you took out. So now you got to replace it and add something to it. It's just like, an apology. If you're working and you cost the company some money, you apologize. You're like, all right, I'll do better. And then that day, maybe the following week, you come back to work. You come into work, and you going hard. You put 120% in. Same thing with your relationships, whatever the relationship is. And let me be clear, I'm not talking just marriage. I'm talking in your everyday dealings. In your everyday dealings. That's going to the gas station. How you doing, ma'am? How you doing, sir? That's a deposit. Another example, going to the gas station. Get out my way. That's a withdrawal. You're treating people like trash. And if you keep doing that, you're affecting yourself. But then that's going to come back on you and it's going to be worse. So you're making good deposits. Constantly making sure that you're making good deposits and you're not overtaking, putting yourself in the negative. All right. So with that being said, guys, that's the show. Make sure you Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Visit our store, www.warriorscollectionbrand.com. Sign up for join our emailing list. Support the troops, our veterans. Purchase a bag of coffee. We send donations, our donations. We send a percentage of our donations to, I said that all wrong. Slow down. Slow it down. We send a percentage of our sales to Coda Vets. They're out of Tennessee. They help veterans in real time, whether they're struggling with their utility bills, mortgage, rent, food, gas, whatever the case may be. That organization helps and does a lot of good work for veterans that are in need. So please, if you're able to make a purchase, do so. www.warriorscollectionbrand.com. Check out the Warriors Coffee Collection. Make a purchase. And if you can't make a purchase, share the store. Tell the people. You know what? You don't even have to tell them. Send them to the YouTube page. Send them to my IG page. Send them to the Facebook page, the Warriors Collection brand or Warriors Collection on Facebook, and let them see who I am, what we're doing, and you know, and if it's laid up on them to support what we're doing, thank you. If not, so be it. But at least share it, get the word out there, and let God's will be done. All right. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week, fantastic rest of the month. And again, remember, level up, train harder, be an asset. I just went blank. This is Warrior on the Warriors Vision Podcast. Warrior out.